I would like to just thank the lesson writer tonight, too, for that beautiful lesson on justice in the people's idea of good. She read where Mrs. Eddy says, mental science alone grasps the standard of liberty and battles for man's whole rights, divine as well as human. It assures us of a verity that mortal beliefs and not a law of nature have made men sinning and sick, that they alone have fettered free limbs and marred in mind the model of man. I have mentioned before a book entitled Dying to Be Me, which is briefly about a person who was very afraid of getting cancer. She got it, and she died of it. And it was all recorded by the medical, pictures, all of the things that the medical does. So anyway, she passes on, and she's gone, for a little bit. And she sees her father, who had also passed on before her, and the father tells her it's not her time, and that she is to go back and to be courageous and to help others. And she does. She re-enters her body, and much to the surprise of the doctors, there's absolutely no evidence of cancer, that she ever had it, even though they have all these pictures of it. And she recovers quite quickly. In fact, they had to take her out of the intensive care unit because she was so happy and laughing. And anyway, they put her somewhere else, and she gained weight rapidly. And since then, she has gone around and told people about this experience. But one of the things that impressed me most about this story, and again, this is a person who didn't know anything about Christian Science. She said that it wasn't the cancer that killed her. She said it was her beliefs, her fears, her belief in basically a power other than God. And this is what Mrs. Eddy says in this statement, and she says it throughout science and health. It is our beliefs that do us damage. And what is our beliefs? And it's a belief that there is a power apart from God. It is a belief that we are subject to sin, disease, and death. And it goes on from there. And these seem to make these false rules and laws that we become afraid of. And all of this is what is the problem. And once we get an understanding of God, who God is, and the understanding replaces these beliefs, we find a freedom that we didn't know possible. So I am grateful for this book. It's helped a lot of people who are doubtful about Christian Science, because it gives a clear example of how you can be healed. And of course, this woman, when she came back, she never feared again. She certainly didn't fear cancer. She didn't fear death. She didn't fear anything, because she knew that there is a wonderful, benevolent, divine God looking out for us all. She knew it, and it became understanding, and the beliefs left her experience. So again, I'm so grateful for Mrs. Eddy, who explains this science so thoroughly and completely. Thank God for her. Thank God for Christ Jesus, our independent church, and that we can practice this science continually in our lives day by day. I'm so grateful to be with you all tonight.